Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. The Columbus Blue Jackets return to home ice tonight after their 5-game road trip. They take on the Edmonton Oilers for the second time in 3 games. The Jackets will be without Captain Boone Jenner tonight as he's dealing with an upper body injury. Face-off is at 7:30 and pregame coverage begins at 7 o'clock right here on The Fan. The Ohio State women's basketball team is in action tonight hosting Bellarmine. Tip-off from the Shot is at 6:30 and you can catch it over on The Fan 2 beginning at 6:15. NBA, the Cavs return home from Miami tonight taking on the Toronto Raptors with tip-off at 7 o'clock. And in the NFL, Week 11 kicks off tonight with the New England Patriots hosting the New York Jets. Kickoff is at 8:15. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000. BMIFCU.org/holiday loan. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. The good, clean boy is getting his sack chopped off today. And so a man who has no sack, he is the cowboy, Craig Krenzel. Did you forget how to do this?
Poor Timmy. No, I got the mic is on.
Turn the mic the other way.
I'm just thinking.
There you go. Really get that in your face.
Yeah, just right.
The cooling
right
spray
the
comes
mouth.
out in a little bit. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Glad to be here.
Are you ready?
I was ready this morning. I told you I was trying to be here about a half hour earlier than I was.
And?
Didn't happen.
You still driving
But
that?
I was still here. I'm fairly confident in the grand scheme of things, you would probably agree that I was here early today.
Early for what? For you?
Yes, like all things relative, early.
See,
Like 14 minutes before showtime.
you're right.
Early.
When you compare yourself to what Herbie used to do,
Or what I've
which
done.
is show up 5 minutes late, or what you've done. That's right. You set the bar so low.
Like you should
Then,
be.
there you go.
When I texted you saying running, I'll be there in a few, you should have been like, oh, okay, he's getting his stuff together. Little boy, my little boy's all grown up.
Teddy's back today. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Say hi to your friend here, your former coach. It's Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
You know what Too Hot Thursday is?
I don't.
Okay, that means Teddy has compiled audio. Needs a little WD-40, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Teddy has compiled some audio that I have not heard before. And obviously, you haven't heard before because you just fell off the turnip truck. And then we respond to the audio. Most of it's from other shows at this station.
I'm a little scared where this is headed.
Don't be scared. Plus, around the Big Ten with our guy Adam Rittenberg from ESPN coming up at 3:30. So let's catch people up on you, shall we?
Yeah.
I get a lot of questions about you.
About what?
I don't know, your various scandals and animals.
It's a long list.
Your son is playing baseball at Tennessee.
He is. Yeah, just finished the second fall. So sophomore year.
How did he like it?
Oh, he loves it. Absolutely loves it.
How do you like it?
How do I like it?
Yes.
Oh, I think he's that is such a different world these days. That's been fun for me to watch with Portal and NIL.
Yeah.
And, the difference between baseball and football. It's just been a really cool experience to watch him kind of go through it. And, while there's pieces of advice that you might have as a dad, but it's like, but I did it 25 years ago.
Right.
And it was a completely different sport. And I think there's like 12 dudes back from their roster last year, right? They lost in the Super Regionals in Fayetteville in June, and I think they have like 12 or 13 guys back. The rest is portal and incoming freshmen.
Well, they lost their coach, too.
Yeah, new coach.
Coach goes on to, it's unprecedented, by the way.
It'll be fun to
talk on
watch.
this. I mean, what's his name again?
Tony Vitello.
Tony Vitello goes and he becomes the new manager of the San Francisco Giants. And we've seen this pipeline work to various degrees of success in college basketball and college football. But you don't see college baseball coaches go on to manage in the major leagues, at least not right away.
No, it's the first time ever. Like, no big league experience whatsoever. And to be hired to skipper a team, it's never been done before. And it's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, baseball, it's a whole different animal than football. And even in football, I mean, name a college coach that actually went and did it successfully.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about him. But
Pete was a pro coach before.
Right. He went down, then came back up. So I was thinking more. I mean, I guess a lot of those guys probably spend some time, in the NFL as an assistant before coming down to college. But other than Pete Carroll, I completely forgot about him. Is there somebody else that
Jimmy Johnson?
Now we're even going further back.
Well, he's my guy.
Anybody in the last 5 to 10 years that we're missing?
No,
or even 20.
No.
Yeah, because
Pete Carroll would be in that time frame, right? 20 or just outside of?
Yeah, probably.
I'm trying to think of when he left SC.
Bunch of confused people trying to think right. You know what's great? You know what's great for the radio? Thinking.
Us trying to do math in our head.
It's like you guys were saying, though, he did coach the Patriots in the 90s. Though,
right.
So
that's right.
Yeah, he had experience.
Yes.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was not successful. Then he went down and came back up. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that transpires, especially with him. He's a different personality. Very the high energy. Just not what you see out of everyday MLB skippers. So it'll be a fun project to watch.
It's a delicate balance. I mean, it's 162 games. It's every single day. The relationship with your players is obviously much different in Major League Baseball than it would be at the collegiate level. Do you think that he will ultimately succeed doing that?
I mean, it's 50-50. Like, I have no idea. I think he's going to be great for the younger players. I do think he's smart enough to know that he's going to have to adapt his style to the big leagues. And I think he's.
That's what I said about Urban, and he didn't. That's the thing. He's too smart for that, and then
he wasn't.
Not.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to think if you're going to embark on that journey that you're going to make some changes that you think are necessary. You'd like to think that there's some folks that are going to be there that are going to help you navigate through those situations. But at the same time, you have to be authentically you. And I think Tony Vitello is authentically different than any manager in the big leagues right now. And it'll be fun to watch, that energy, that attitude, his personality. Is it going to wear off, or is 162 games just way too much?
I want to talk to you about this Buckeye football team. Of course, we have 3 hours to do this, but here we are, looking at another undefeated season with Michigan on the horizon. Of course, this team wins the title last year. When you look at what we had last year, a team that ultimately won everything, and what we have this year, do you think it's on par? Do you think it's slightly better? What concerns you?
What concerns me, and we've had this conversation before, the only thing that concerns me right now, Mike, is how confident I feel. Like, when you look at this team, who are we going to lose to?
Michigan.
Okay.
That's terrifying, the prospect of that.
I understand that, but in today's world, do we need to get over that? No. Like, does a one loss to Michigan even, I mean...
I'm not saying you cancel the rest of the season, but no, we don't need to get over that. You need to win the game.
I agree with that, because I'm sitting here. I mean, how many people have I talked to? I can't even tell you how many people I've talked to since last year's run, where, let's be honest, when the playoffs rolled around, what that football team did for 4 straight games was Unprecedented.
Absolutely.
Unprecedented. And it was incredibly impressive to watch their success, to watch the maturity, to watch the professionalism with which they handled that playoff run and the challenges. But at the same time, I sit here and it's like, yeah, but how can you be a national champion and not beat Michigan? And it just doesn't sit well with me. So I agree with you, but in the grand scheme of things, the age-old question still is there. Would you, in today's format, would you rather bring home a national title?
No, of course.
Or beat Michigan?
If I'm given that option, I'll take the national title every single time. But I know how much that game means to Ryan Day. I mean, I know it. I've looked him in the eye in this studio. I'm a pretty good judge at reading people. You know that.
Oh,
man, I knew you were
best.
a bad seed the second I met you.
You still keep having me back.
I know that's because I'm an even worse
You can
seed.
judge the character, you just don't do anything about it.
But I know it eats away at him. And when you throw in all the extracurriculars that happened after that game too, with the flag planting and the pepper spray and all that other stuff, like I can't. And I said this last year for what it's worth. I can't see them losing this game again. I'd be shocked as hell if they did.
Yeah, how many years have you felt that though?
Last year I felt it for sure.
I think I felt it more last year than I have in a long time. Yeah, I mean on paper.
Oh, you're gonna break out something?
It shouldn't even be a game.
I got to find it.
I thought you were finding it. No, I thought you were clicking like you had it. On paper, it shouldn't even be a game. And when I look at this football team, the way they're playing, the way they're executing, and how efficient they are, Will Howard was fantastic last year. Julian Sayin is amazing. Like he's a level above what Will Howard accomplished last year. And I don't know where they're, my biggest question, I haven't even really thought about the Michigan game, is I'm really curious to see is Indiana that good? Like, what's that game going to look like here in another month?
Assuming that we get there.
Correct.
I think somebody deleted all your sound out of here.
I'm not mad about that.
It's got to be here. Teddy, will you find the Craig stupid cuts?
They needed more space on the server.
I've got Craig.
That folder was way too big.
I got Craig James. What is this one?
The team that is better on paper will win at least 50% of the time.
Exactly.
I'm glad it lives.
So I feel good about the Michigan game this year, Mike.
Big Ten team facing some punishment. We'll talk about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute delay due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side at North Broadway. It's going to move slow from 5th Avenue, and watch for some debris that's in the right lane on southbound 71 on the south side after Stringtown Road. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. From delicious meat and seafood to fresh produce and well-being essentials, you'll get big flavor without the big price tag. Fresh Time Market, healthy living for less. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Ooh, winter's coming. And when the wind starts to blow, don't come inside to the cold. Open the door to peace of mind with your Waterworks and Header Precision Furnace Tune-Up and Energy Savings Plan. Your furnace is the heart of your home, and Waterworks and Header will have yours running at peak performance throughout the winter. Plus, you'll save on those energy bills too. Go to waterworks.com and schedule your furnace tune-up online. Waterworks and Header, heating, cooling, and plumbing, together to serve you better.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
If your garage door sounds like a raccoon learning the bagpipes, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Rockman and Ice.
Ohio State two football. Are the best in the business.
Cut that.
Let's make sure no one's interrupting me. I'm recording the audio.
I think it has to be natural.
You two are the best in the business.
Rockman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Get a quote today at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine in the forecast for today and not as much wind. Daytime highs will top out in the low 50s, and then for tonight, partly cloudy skies overnight with our lows right around freezing. We end the work week on Friday with mostly sunny skies in the forecast and a little bit warmer with our highs getting in the mid to upper 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Timmy's out. He's having the vasectomy today. Actually, he was giving me updates this morning about the vasectomy. Said I was worried about nothing. It was all fine. Said he was comfortable. The doctor was very pleasant. It's all very good.
Lucky man.
You have problems.
How long have we known each other?
You do. You have problems. So you said your vasectomy was terrible.
I mean, I don't. When terrible, I'm not saying the doc did anything wrong. I was just in way more discomfort / pseudo pain, to be honest.
Is this a ginger thing?
I think it is.
It's
like the
redhead
LASIK.
thing.
Like, you know the LASIK story, right?
No, here's the story. I'm going to tell the story.
It was the worst.
So T-Bone comes in, and he's all happy. T-Bone's got a deal. He's going to get a free LASIK surgery in exchange for commercials, right? And he's all happy. He's wanted the LASIK surgery for a long time. You were in that day. He's telling you all about it. Craig, I'm getting the LASIK. And your response was, and it's okay sometimes to say nothing, but your response was...
You sound like my wife.
Your response was, yeah, well, that's good. I got to tell you, I had it, and for about 2 months, I felt like I had glass in my eye. The look on his face,
2 months,
he went from happy to I want to kill myself. And that was all you, buddy.
I have that effect on people. It was my experience. I don't know what to tell you.
And he was fine.
Well,
no
good
problem.
For him. Yeah.
How long was it that you felt you had glass in your eye?
It was a couple weeks. Like sandpaper. Like grit.
And now?
Fine.
Yeah.
I still see great. Although I think I might be needing glasses.
I just got some. And I realized I hate them.
Yeah.
Because I hate details. I put them on, and then I saw everything clearly.
You like just being oblivious?
First time. And then I go home, and I'm walking around the house, and I say to Kristen, this caulking's no good. And I'm nitpicking everything in the house
gap right there
that I couldn't see before. She says, take those glasses off. You're a crazy person.
But no, the vision's great. I'm still sensitive. Like if I go out in the sun, my eyes. Sensitive. Yeah. It's the ginger thing. What do you want? Like the skin, the eyes, like bones and ligaments, no problem.
Except
skin,
for the UCL, I mean.
Eyes. Well, yeah, but that wasn't like it didn't hurt. It blew. But I wasn't like, oh, man.
That did blow.
Like, I wasn't like, oh, that hurts so bad. Like, knee surgery's fine. I'm telling you. The LASIK, the snip, sensitive.
Michigan State is getting 3 years probation and 14 wins vacated over a 3-year period for playing ineligible players when Mel Tucker was there. Your thoughts?
Well, my first thought is only 14 wins over 3 seasons. You suck.
Well, that goes without saying. And that's why Mel Tucker is no longer there. That and the fact that he decided to sexually harass someone who essentially works in HR. Good move.
Yeah, I mean, I read this story, and it's just a painful reminder of just how stupid the NCAA is. Like, ridiculously stupid in the way of the rules, what they enforce, what the penalties are for certain things. I know you and I were just talking off the air during the break, but it's like you didn't know these guys were ineligible. We ruled them ineligible after, but now we're going to penalize you for playing them, even though you didn't know.
They didn't knowingly play people that they weren't supposed to play.
Correct. And we're going to vacate all your wins and anything that you accomplished, which is basically nothing. We're not going to impact your program currently. But then, like you just brought up, Michigan.
You have a former head coach who's in the NFL right now, Jim Harbaugh, gets a 10-year show cause penalty, right? The NCAA has essentially come out and said this was a free-for-all, and you had obviously cheating and sign stealing and all of that. And your head coach was so stupid.
Illegal sign. Not just like, oh, you're watching and paying attention during the games.
He's wearing a disguise.
on other people's sidelines.
But as long as you do that with eligible players, the NCAA has no jurisdiction, I guess, to take wins away or really punish you. Right? It's like, oh, well, all your players are eligible. Yeah, you were cheating and probably won a national championship under false pretenses. But you know what?
We're not going to take that away.
You don't have to
take that. You don't have to take that banner down.
No.
They're a joke. I mean, I can't think of another organization, governing body, whatever you want to call it, that has gone from, like, think of how much power the NCAA used to have. And then they're just a joke.
That's why I don't understand, with all the seismic shifts that we've had in college football and conference realignment and the type of money we're talking about now. You know, we always talked about, what if they just broke off and did their own thing and they were completely separate of the NCAA? I'm surprised we haven't seen that yet. I really am. Where they set up their own nonprofit. They can get away with it. They can function as their own governing body. They could.
It's coming at some point, right?
Absolutely, but I thought it would be here already.
You know, I think to that, I would probably say I think these ADs, presidents, everybody involved is more interested in having all the chess pieces in the right place before they pull that trigger, right? Have your conferences really, really close to what you want them to be, have all the right teams involved, so you basically have a monopoly over all the money when it comes to the TV deals. Now let's tell the NCAA to bug off, to get out of here. We don't need you anymore.
Let's touch on NIL. Do you get this question a lot? Like, hey, you wish you were playing with the NIL? You'd make a lot of money.
No, I don't wish somebody would have paid $500,000, $1 million, or whatever it is. No, I don't. I definitely don't want that.
There's no bitterness?
No, there's not. I think one of the things that really ticks me off about some people is how they like to judge the lens. You know, they judge the past through today's lens. I can't stand that. It's like it was what it was. The rules were what they were. Nobody had really challenged it. And, I was graduating about the time that it was really starting to be challenged. And it still took that long for us to get to where we are today through multiple different lawsuits. So I'm not mad. I'm not bitter about it. But, to the person that says, well, would you have loved it? It's like, well, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have loved $1 million in my pocket when I was 18 or 20 or whatever, and to know what that could be today.
Would you have been, knowing yourself and looking back on yourself, would you be equipped to handle it? I mean, you have strong parental figures, so I'm sure they would have stepped in and helped you.
I will say, I think I would have been probably more equipped than most, but probably still would have done something stupid at some point. But I'm surprised we're not hearing more about it. You're giving these kids, 19, 20-year-old kids, $4 million a year. But you got to have some strong.
They have representatives, they have agents, they have the smart ones do. Obviously, There's just too much money to be fooling around with.
Right. Yeah, I know. You like to think that that the universities are, putting them in front of the right people that can answer the questions and help advise them and guide them, but it still doesn't mean that they or their families are going to listen.
We will go around the Big Ten with our guy Adam Rittenberg from ESPN coming up in 2 minutes. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a disabled vehicle that's blocking the left lane on southbound 71's off-ramp to Cook Road on the north side, causing some delay there. And we've got slower traffic on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org to buy your tickets. That's ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
While we know Central Ohio has the best football team, Did you know we have the best credit union too? It's easy to fall for CME, Ohio's #1 credit union. Recognized nationally and statewide by Forbes and rooted right here in Central Ohio. CME Federal Credit Union. Bank with the best. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man and Timmy present Around the Big Ten with ESPN's Adam Rittenberg.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
Our guy Adam Rittenberg covers all things college football for ESPN. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend. Say hello to Craig Krenzel.
Oh, man, in the presence of greatness. Good to talk with you, Craig.
Good. You're talking about Mike,
He was
right?
talking about me. He wasn't talking about you.
You need to pause a little more in between those two comments.
I love it.
Speaking of greatness, Indiana and Penn State last week. Just a terrific football game. I thought it was over for Indiana, and then we have the catch. We have the throw, which may have been a glorified throwaway. Who the hell knows? But, you know, the Hoosiers saved their undefeated season. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, again, really impressed with really both teams. You know, Penn State has gotten better in this very uncertain period with their coach fired and their quarterback hurt, and they deserve a lot of credit for coming back and taking the lead. And then Indiana, once again, not to be denied, and Fernando Mendoza leading that drive, and Omar Cooper Jr. has been one of the best receivers in college football this year. I know Elijah Surratt gets a lot of attention there as well, but that just one of the best catches under the circumstances that you'll ever see at this level. And Indiana, you could see with Kurt Cignetti how much it meant to him, a guy that grew up in that state largely. He mentioned it this week, how he went to Penn State a lot and came back with a lot of unhappy bus rides. So that was huge for him, and definitely a win he won't forget.
I want to talk about that catch, and I've been thinking about this for a while. The wide receiver talent they've become so good in college football. I mean, you can see these guys, you can envision them playing on Sundays and not losing a beat. We've seen some rule changes in college football recently that sort of mirror what we see on Sundays. Can you see in the near future where you have to get 2 feet down for a catch just because these guys are just so damn good?
Yeah, it would be fascinating because it's always been one of the bigger differences between the college game and the NFL. I think the biggest one is still that any knee down, you're down and you don't have to be touched. But that's another big one. I mean, that's a position, and you guys see it every week with Jeremiah Smith, where there are a lot of, not a lot of, but there's some first and second year players at that position that you probably could put on an NFL roster. And there's very few other positions that you could say that. But that's like, to your point, how much that position has developed here in the last 5-10 years. And maybe they will consider doing that. I'm sure a lot of defensive coaches would welcome that change.
Adam, like going back to Indiana real quick, obviously close game, great catch, crazy finish. Mike and I were talking earlier about this Buckeye football team, and my biggest worry is how not worried I am right now as we look toward the back part of this season. Obviously, monkey on the back with the Wolverines, but as you look at this Indiana football team, and you look at what Ohio State did to Penn State versus Indiana, Penn State, like, is Indiana for real this year? I know every week's a different week for every team, but are they for real this year? Is it somebody that, as a Buckeye, I got to be sitting here going, man, if everything plays out the way we think, is that a game that I should be scared of in December?
Well, I'll say this. I think they're a better team than they were last year. And I think you can look at their offensive line. I know they're dealing with some injuries right now, but that's a deeper and better group. They've upgraded at quarterback. They have the quarterback who probably will be first off the board in the NFL draft in Fernando Mendoza. And all due respect to Curtis Rourke, he wasn't really in that same category. I think defensive line overall depth-wise is better than it was last year. So, and you look at the wins they've had. I mean, Indiana wasn't tested as much last year because of its Big Ten schedule. This year they put a 50-point win against Illinois. They go out to Oregon and win that game by 10 and could have been even a wider margin. They win a game at Iowa and have to grind it out. So they've had more tense moments than Ohio State, but I also think that they're a better team than they were last year, the team that Ohio State dominated there in Columbus.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg, we had another really good game. Oregon goes to Iowa and wins a gritty game, and it's a weather game, and it's raining, and that was a huge victory for the Ducks. I mean, obviously it keeps them at one loss and keeps them in the Big Ten championship game hunt, but if they're realistically going to make a run at a national championship and their only loss is to Indiana, they had to win a game like that.
No doubt, especially because they still have, 3 games left, but 2 really tough games next week against USC at home, and then going to Washington, who plays a lot better on its home field, except against the Buckeyes this year. So that was massive, especially with their injury situation, a game in the rain, having to beat Iowa the way that Iowa likes to win games with the run game and special teams. I mean, to put up that type of rushing number, 7.3 yards per carry against that Iowa defense without much of a passing game is really, really impressive. So that was a win that I know meant a lot to the Oregon people and Dan Lanning. It's crazy, guys. They haven't lost a road game since joining the Big Ten. And you know how tough some of these venues can be. And they have gone into every one of them that they've been assigned to and come out with a win. So really impressive for the Ducks.
Adam, I'm looking at the Big Ten schedule for this weekend coming up. What is, I don't see a ton of games that I really love. What is your kind of sleeper game of the week, a team that you think needs to, be aware, kind of, be on alert?
Well, I am curious how Oregon responds on short rest. Minnesota's been really bad away from home, but I think the Ducks need to win that game and win in dominant fashion just to solidify where they are, kind of in this conference. I think Iowa USC is fascinating because USC is not out of the playoff race by any means. They only have 1 loss in the conference. Their other loss is on the road at Notre Dame, or both losses were road games and somewhat respectable performances. If USC can beat Iowa, then it goes into its last couple of games, Oregon on the road, UCLA, with a chance to finish 10-2 and really make a case for at-large selection. So same with Michigan. They've got to keep winning to give themselves a chance, and USC's got to do that this week.
I want to talk about that Iowa-USC game because, Iowa going into last week, they're 6-2, they're at home, they're hosting Oregon, they're ranked in the playoff rankings, all of that. You look at the back half of their schedule, I mean, realistically, they could be a 7-5 football team when it's all said and done, right?
Yeah, they absolutely can. I mean, you know it just like I do, that the margin for error at Iowa is never that large. And, they have to, be better on special teams than they were last week when they have a safety on a bad snap and didn't punt the ball as well as they usually did. They've got to defend the run a lot better than they did against Oregon. So, it's a challenging schedule down the stretch, but they've gotten the best of Nebraska. They've won games like USC on the road. So there's also opportunity, but they're going to have to finish strong.
Mike Loxley was asked this week, if he thought he deserved to keep his job, and he said yes. When asked why, he said, because I'm the head coach. We've talked about Maryland before. They start the season really hot, and then like clockwork, they crap themselves. And here they are. They're 4-5. They're going on the road to Illinois this week, another game that they will probably lose. Do you see him actually keeping his job when it's all said and done?
Well, it's going to come down to the money. Maryland has to decide, do they want to, fire a coach in this market when there's so many other openings, and where do you really fit in the candidate pecking order? And B, do you want to pay out Mike Loxley, who's owed more than $10 million? He's obviously recruited well. They have a nice young nucleus with Malik Washington and others. But I think he's also shown you who he is. I mean, how many more years do you have to go through it with this exact same pattern, sweeping your non-conference, getting people excited, and then falling apart in the months of October and November? So unless he can change that trajectory, I think it's a really hard eval to say, okay, let's go forward and hope that it changes in 2026.
Speaking of coaches that are on the hot seat, are you surprised that this week we had sort of a vote of confidence in Luke Fickell's going to be back next year at Wisconsin? Are you surprised to hear it?
I am to a degree just because of how bad it had gotten, and obviously that followed up with a nice win over Washington. But, Wisconsin is one of those funny places, guys. And Craig, you played at a time when they were really good as well. They won at a high level without spending a lot of money. Even going back to those great teams in the 90s with Barry Alvarez. I remember I've ranked the facilities in the Big Ten, years ago for the Big Ten blog at ESPN, and they were second to last behind Northwestern. So they've won at a high level without really investing. And I think it sort of speaks to the fact that they need to step up financially. Some schools step up financially by firing their coach. Wisconsin saying, hey, we still believe in Luke. We're going to give him more money, more resources, and run it back again. But I think it does speak to the fact that as good as they've been on the field, they haven't really had the infrastructure behind it to sustain in this environment.
Adam, we appreciate it, my friend. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Wisconsin, they have fallen far from when you used to take the trips to Madison.
Oh, it was a tough place to play. It was a fun place to play.
It was a half-empty place to play this season.
We loved going there. It was not half-empty when we were there. It was full, chock full of angry fans throwing things at you. But it's really interesting perspective to listen to, where he's coming from and what their vote of confidence is really centered around. And, you look at Dabo Swinney, you look at Clemson, you look at as the landscape has changed, the schools that weren't, power schools that weren't at the forefront of spending the money, investing the money, and for lack of a better term, playing the keeping up with the Joneses game as good or better than anyone else in the country. Those are the schools you're starting to see really struggle and need to figure out rather, how are we going to fix this? Where are we? Adam's right. It's 100% about the dollar, but where do we need to invest those dollars to have the most impact?
That man is Craig Krenzel. He is in for Timmy today. We're going to do a little Too Hot coming up next.
Too Hot.
It's Too Hot Thursday. Plus, what does Jim Tressel have in common with one of the best managers in Major League Baseball? I'll tell you coming up next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute hold-up on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 315 to 71. We also have a couple-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. From delicious meat and seafood to fresh produce and well-being essentials. You'll get big flavor without the big price tag. Fresh Time Market, healthy living for less. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Tri-State Men's Health and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Right now, save on new Santa Fe and Tucson's with 0% financing and make no payments for 90 days. 0%. Go now, Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com with approved credit in 12-1.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof, so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
Bishop and Friends. It's funny, as I've gotten old, how much I am locked into a routine. I used to mock my father for this. I mean, he was lights out 10 o'clock, but I've become that.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. Are you ready for the best Black Friday truck deals? Head over to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion, where the savings are happening all month long. You can lease a brand new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 for just $349 a month for 24 months with only $1,000 due at signing. Or if financing is more your style, grab it for just $679 a month for 84 months for qualified buyers. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
When you're building a single-family house, multi-unit house, townhouse, penthouse, row house, or tiny house, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. The Columbus builders who are building Columbus do. They know they can rent the right equipment at the right price right now, thanks to the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus. All powered by people for equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. So no matter what you've got going in or going up, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
The show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis get you started at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. They will talk to Jeff Savoda, who is the Jackets insider, at 7:17. Rothman and Ice from noon to 3. They'll do their college football picks at 1:30. And tomorrow on this show, it's Go to Jail Friday. It's a combo because we can't just fill Timmy's shoes with just one co-host. So it's Adam King and Nicole Sheeran tag teaming on tomorrow's show. Today, Craig Krenzel.
I was just upset that you didn't want me to come back tomorrow.
You said you had something to do tomorrow.
Well, I said I could
grabbing
probably.
at your breasts? What are we doing?
I said no. I said just in my shirt. I said I could probably make it work. Was my text, and
We
he
can
said let's
change.
do Thursday.
Yeah, we can change. You could wait
I have
yeah.
plans.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Common man don't work on probably. I need some definite.
When I say yes, it's still a probably in
That's
your
right.
mind. So I can understand that.
It is Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
We'll get to that in a second. What does not him. What does Jim Tressel have in common with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts? Dave Roberts won the World Series this past year, did not get one single vote for manager of the year because that is a team with a high payroll, with high expectations. They actually delivered on the expectations. So a lot of people look at Dave Roberts and say, what are you? You won. You're supposed to win. Jim Tressel never won Big Ten Coach of the Year. Urban Meyer never won Big Ten Coach of the Year. John Cooper never won Big Ten Coach of the Year. Ryan Day split it with P.J. Fleck in 2019. Before that, the last Ohio State coach to win Big Ten Coach of the Year was Earl back in 79.
That's
nuts.
Insane to think. I mean, I'm sure you could go through the years and, with Coach Coop, everybody knows I love Coach Coop, gave me the opportunity to be a Buckeye. But when you look at, hey, no Big Ten Coach of the Year, you can get that. You can understand that. Some great seasons. Too many of them couldn't quite finish the job. You understand that. But how does Tress not get Coach of the Year in 2002?
Kirk Ferentz got it in 2002. They went 10-2 that year. Iowa did.
Right, and they were undefeated in the Big Ten.
Right,
co-Big Ten champs. But we were 8-4, 7-5 the year before in Tress's first year. It's not like we came into 2002 and everybody looked at the Buckeyes and said, "Wow,
they're
this
going
is
to win
the
the national
team
championship."
to beat."
Yeah,
right. So you're in your second year. You don't have a full recruiting class that you can put your name on, and you go 14-0. You run the table in your conference. You win a national title, and Kirk Ferentz beats you.
I got another one that I think is even more egregious. 2012, Buckeyes are coming off of the disaster that was 2011, right? 6-7 football team. Luke Fickell was the interim. Urban comes in the next year in 2012 and wins all of the games.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
with no postseason possibility.
But we can talk about, well, they weren't impressive victories. He came in with a team that was in turmoil and won all the games. And instead, a 8-4 Bill O'Brien Penn State team. That Bill O'Brien won Big Ten Coach of the Year that year.
Did we just uncover a conspiracy in the Big Ten?
I think it's conspiracy. I just think that we look at teams with expectations and we look at them win and we say, oh, well, that's easy. I never understood that. I thought Phil Jackson always got a raw deal. For a guy that has 19 million championship rings, do you know how difficult it is to manage those expectations and egos every single year? You can't just toss that aside and say, well, you had great talent. There's a lot of teams out there that had great talent that couldn't consistently win. You want to know why? Because it's hard. It's hard to do it.
Yeah, when you got the bullseye on your back, everybody's gunning for you. There is a ton of truth behind the fact that if you're the Buckeyes right now, you're getting everybody's best game.
Oh, absolutely.
You're getting everybody's best effort, best focused, best preparation.
Nobody's sleeping on you.
You're not going to surprise anybody when you get there, right? So there is, when that target is on your back, it is without question harder to do. I don't know how these people vote, but I can look at some of we just talked about Tress and Urban. How are they not winning it for those years? Like you just said, an 8-4 and a 10-2 beats two undefeateds in, I don't want to say crap. I mean, Urban was in a crap situation.
Sure.
That was a
first
crap
year. Absolutely.
That was a crap situation. I'm not going to say Tress was in a crap situation. There was a lot of talent, a lot of tough guys on that team. And we had underperformed for, 3 years. But still the turnaround that was that Tress's 2002 team that I was a part of, like the turnaround from 6-6 home for Christmas in 99, right? And then 8-4, 7-5, and then 14-0, beating a team that had won 30 whatever straight games in Miami. I don't get it. Doesn't make a lick of sense to me. But Dave Roberts, when you look at the postseason, for me it's hard in baseball too. It's like, what do those guys really do? They set the lineup, right?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
But it's not that much more complicated, right?
You're also setting the tone.
You are like you said earlier, managing the egos.
That's correct.
Okay, that is a huge thing, and obviously, I think Dave Roberts does as good a job of that as anybody, given the amount of talent that he's got to deal with and the attitudes that can come along with that. But down the backstretch in that postseason, he made some big calls that a lot of people had questions on. And, I'm trying to complete.
He blew his entire starting rotation in one game.
Yeah, but going with I'm drawing a blank right now. What's his name at second base? Hasn't hit a home run since July, but his defense is.
Yeah, I forget who it is.
Gut feelings that he went with, especially in the World Series. Had a lot of people asking questions and scratching their heads, and he gets the last laugh.
Teddy, can you wake up over there? Can we do some Too Hot coming up next? I know you're sleeping.
Too Hot!
I guess. Maybe next segment.
All right, Teddy's going to dazzle us with some Too Hot audio coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a bit of a slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 17th Avenue. And you're looking at a 5-minute holdup on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. From delicious meat and seafood to fresh produce and well-being essentials, you'll get big flavor without the big price tag. Fresh Time Market, healthy living for less. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000. BMIFCU.org/holiday loan.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-5899-9966.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as always, this season, it is Dr. Brian Galoni. Doc, let's talk injuries. Bills edge rusher Landon Jackson, third-round pick for them. He was just starting to get some playing time. Unfortunately, a lot of injuries on that defensive line, and now they have another one. He's got a torn MCL and a torn PCL. He is out for the season. Just a tough blow for the rookie third-rounder.
Yeah, no kidding. And I don't know what it is about his knees. I think in the past, he's torn his left ACL. Actually tore it twice, once in high school, once in college. Now he's on the right knee, and he tears this PCL. So the PCL is a little different than the ACL. Those two ligaments cross inside your knee. And the ACL keeps the lower part of your leg from moving forward out from under your knee there. The PCL does the opposite. It keeps it from moving backwards. So that's usually a hard hit to the shin that causes that PCL tear.
As far as the MCL, with that added in too, does that complicate his recovery?
I think that just kind of comes with it. That's what I call collateral damage. So when you have a traumatic injury that bad, you're probably going to take out some other stuff. It just depends on how bad the tear is. That MCL, that's on the inside of your knee. It holds your thigh bone coming down to your shin bone.
And then for the Commanders, Trey Amos, their corner, who's also a rookie, he's going to be out for a while, they said, after fracturing his fibula in Washington's loss to the Lions last week. Sounds like most likely the season, right? When you have basically a broken leg?
Yeah, it's still got to allow a good 6 to 8 weeks for that to heal, even though it's just that small bone on the outside of your lower leg. And people have even been able to walk with that thing broken. In fact, I think he walked off the field. But, yeah, there's just not much you can do about that other than immobilize it and wait for it to heal.
Doc, we appreciate the time. We'll talk again next week, okay?
Absolutely.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Active military or veteran, planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. When employers in Central Ohio's booming advanced manufacturing industry need talent, they hire Columbus State graduates. Our engineering technology programs equip you with skills and experience to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fast-growing fields. And our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering tech.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Things are going to be busy between now and the end of the year. You got holiday gatherings, school functions for the kids, families are getting together. I know. Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and the last thing you want to worry about this holiday season is whether your roof is going to make it through another Ohio winter. One call to Victor's Home Solutions, my guys, to schedule that free 21-point roof inspection will put your mind at ease, and you want to have a peaceful mind. A highly trained roof inspector will carefully examine every inch of that roof, checking the 21 most common areas of roofing failure. Then they go over their results with you and discuss your options going forward. Most of the time, problems can be fixed with a minor repair, but if it's time for a new roof, Victor's offers money-saving discounts and financing terms to make paying easy. And don't forget, they're so confident in their skilled installers, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. So call or go online and schedule the free 21-point roof inspection today. 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. The Columbus Blue Jackets are back at Nationwide Arena tonight off their 5-game road trip. They take on the Edmonton Oilers for the second time in 3 games. The Jackets will be without Captain Boone Jenner tonight as he's dealing with an upper body injury. Face-off is at 7:30 and pregame coverage begins at 7 o'clock right here on The Fan. The Ohio State women's basketball team is back in action tonight at 6:30 hosting Bellarmine. You can catch Tyler Danberg on the call over on The Fan 2. Coverage begins at 6:15. And in the NBA, the Cavs return home for the second leg of a back-to-back hosting the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Cleveland will be without Darius Garland for the second straight game. Lonzo Ball will be sidelined as well. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Are you a little less than al dente down below? ED is a real thing. And you can't cure it yourself with like Instagram ads, or some guys even just try and flick it until it starts to work. You don't want to do that. Instead, go see my guys at Tri-State Men's Health. Schedule a consult today. Your initial visit, just $99, includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free. And you know how you... Woody. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Promo code Craig Krenzel. He is with me today. Timmy, for some reason, I just popped in the YouTube chat. Timmy's in the chat. Timmy had his vasectomy today. He's sitting around, got peas on his crotch, and he has popped in the YouTube chat to chat with all of you. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live stream.
Good for him. That's commitment.
He said it was a breeze. He said it was easy breezy. He said there was only one problem. He got up after the procedure was done. You know, they put you on that butcher paper?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that he left quite the impression on the butcher paper. Wet.
That sucks.
Brown. Teddy, you ready?
Too hot. Sponsored by the cancer experts at Ohio Health. Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
It's a Too Hot Thursday. Panama Ted finds audio that we have not heard before. He plays it, and then we react to it. Craig is a too hot virgin.
I'm nervous and excited all at the same time.
No reason to be nervous. Yeah.
That'll take care of us.
This is nice, easy stuff here.
Gentle. Go ahead, Teddy.
Yeah, first off, let's start off with a cut from T-Bone and Tyvis. And they were having discussion. Apparently, Tyvis and his wife sort of have this thing about like when they order food through, I think it's like through Uber, that apparently he can't order something without ordering something for her. So I'll let you listen to this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it all, but here we go. All right.
But you can't order something on DoorDash without you getting a lecture when you're going to go 10 hours without seeing your wife? You can't.
Well, I mean,
you can't eat what you want to eat.
I'm going to eat. I'm just going to do that in the car. I'm going to stop and go get
Tyvis,
it.
this is you. You have learned Tyvis has learned a successful key to marriage, which is that they don't need to know everything. That's all, right? They don't always need to know everything. It's not like you got a second family.
Because
it's just a sandwich.
Understand. Like it's going. I'm gonna walk in that house, or I'm gonna get a screenshot. Oh, that's what you want. This is what you, like, and I just don't want to hear that. Like when you get married and you've been with somebody for a while, you do things because you don't want to hear their mouth.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it.
I've been married for 19 years. I totally get this. And you know what? She does stuff that she don't want to hear my mouth about. So that's fine. It works both ways, and that's totally fine.
So Tyvis cannot order food without getting it an earful from his wife, saying essentially, "Why didn't you already make some food?"
Exactly. Yes.
I'll tell you what, my wife is that way when it comes to watching anything on a streaming service. Like if I'm by myself for the evening, she's gone out. She's gone out with her friends.
She'll have wanted to watch something with you and be mad that you watched it?
I can't watch anything by myself. Why didn't you wait for me to watch it? Because I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting here. What am I supposed to do? Just stare at the wall until you come home?
So I need some clarification just in because I think like a show that you guys watch together?
No.
Anything.
Anything.
Like you just can't have the TV on?
I see a documentary. It's like, oh, this looks pretty good. Oh, Eddie Murphy documentary on Netflix. Bloop. I watch it. And then she'll go on Netflix and see, like, resume. She knows that I started watching it. Why did you watch that without me? I'm sorry, did we previously discuss that you wanted to watch it? No, but you should have waited. You weren't home. I had nothing to do. I'm allowed to do nothing fun without her there.
You know, I hate when stuff like this happens.
Marriage?
Well, no, like when I hear you say that do you watch the programming though? Or have you just given up and you don't watch it anymore? Are you like Tyvis where you just don't order it? Or do you still watch the programming and just deal with it? See, because I want you to say the latter right there because I want you to watch the program because I hear things like this.
I watched it and I deleted from the viewing history so she doesn't know that I watched it.
Okay, so you say you're smart, I'm dumb. And I hate hearing stuff like this where Tyvis, he adjusts what he orders to for whatever reason he can use. But it just makes me realize I think I'm just an insufferable prick because I'm going to order what I want to order. I'm going to watch what I want to watch, and I'll just have to deal with it if she's upset. And I'm not going to be inconsiderate. I'm not like when she says, "Hey, what's for dinner? What do you want for dinner tonight?" And I say, I don't care. And then I just go get myself something. See, that would be a bad move.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think I'm just
I already knew that you were an insufferable prick.
Thank you.
But I'm glad you finally came to that realization.
I'm finally coming around.
All right, too hot. What else you got, Teddy?
All right, let's jump up to Bishop and Friends here. Bo was chatting about, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but he coaches or helps out with his kids' different sports teams, and one of them is the basketball team. And apparently there was an incident, like after the game, he gathered them all together to give them a little, speech about what happened during the game, and something occurred during that speech. Here we go.
And I said, first of all, I'm really proud of you guys for taking care of each other. Nobody did anything cheap, but you guys were physical, and what we're trying to teach is physicality. And as I'm having this very heartfelt conversation with them about why the practice was the way that it was and why the things were done the way that they did, one of them farted the most disgusting, burn your nostril hair fart that I can recall. Now, this happens a lot in their age. This will happen. But this one damn near made me throw up to the point where I said, that's just awful. Let's just move this down 20 feet. It was that bad. You could taste it. And, of course, they're all pointing fingers. He did it, he did it, he did it.
Onion and ketchup.
Oh, exactly. God, it's awful. They do it all the time after practice. You get one so often in those post-practice. I don't know if that's just, I guess it's just a release. And this one was
god-awful.
First of all, what type of how old is the boy? Maybe 13,
It doesn't
14?
matter. It doesn't matter.
They're like, 11 or 12, 13, something like that.
It doesn't matter. That's what I was just to say. Originally, when he first started talking, I asked myself that same question. Boy, I wonder how old. Before he even said what happened, I didn't know what he was going to say, but I was trying to think like, is this acceptable? By thinking to myself, what age are these kids? And then when he told me what happened, it doesn't matter. That's going to happen in high school. It's boys. It's going to happen when you're 10.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying
whether you're in
is
college.
it shouldn't be
I'm
a
sure
mystery.
Phil Jackson had to deal with Dennis Rodman at some point.
It shouldn't be Judd Bushler, horrible farter. It shouldn't be a mystery as to who did it. Whoever did it should stand up and be proud of himself.
Right, if he had to move the meat.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, my God, that's awful. I can taste it. I'm standing up and I'm claiming it. I'm not pointing the finger at other people. I'm saying, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I've never understood that because when you let a good one go, you
proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't try to hide it. It's probably just the kid that was laughing the hardest anyway.
I can't picture. I know your wife very well. I can't picture her just letting one rip.
No.
She strikes me as the type of gal that has to excuse herself, lock herself in a room.
She just never does it. That's what she says. She just never does it.
Come on.
Yeah.
She get a needle and thread and just throw it, sew it together?
She just look at you and be like, girls don't do that.
Yeah. Really?
That's what she says.
Yeah. My wife doesn't do it often, but when she does, the paint peels off the wall. It's like, what do you expect? I hold it in all the time. Well, you know what? Let it out more. Let it out more so that we don't get these concentrated bombs.
Yeah, I got a freshly turned 13-year-old, our youngest, and he's like, his thing is he will think he's being respectful. He is actually being respectful. He'll walk to a complete other side of the room, but then try to make it as noticeable as possible. And then he'll just be like, oh, excuse me.
We had a scoring record set last night. Details coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 315 to 71. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on eastbound 70 on the west side near Mound Street. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
If your garage door is about as reliable as gas station sushi, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep-making-plans to learn more.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Remember that rush you got as a kid ripping open your favorite pack of cards? Well, guess what? You can feel it again at Midwest Cards. Right next to Nationwide Arena, this place is a collector's dream with thousands of packs from all eras. Chase that Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, pull a rare Michael Jordan, or even hit your favorite Pokemon and relive that childhood thrill. Plus, you can shop their pack wall, kick back in their roomy sports lounge, or even bring in your old cards to sell or trade. Get to Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in central and southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
There was never a doubt. The defending champion with a successful title defense at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday.
Commemorate the magic of the season and the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Tickets are now on sale for the 2026 tournament. When you purchase by November 14th, you will receive a special edition ornament and enjoy best pricing. Visit memorialtickets.com for more details.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man again for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got game day watch parties every Saturday, plus your chance to earn big bucks. Mikey Likey.
I like it. You can earn tier points by playing all throughout November, and on Black Friday, you can win up to $100,000.
And you good, clean boys and girls can drop off a non-perishable food item every Tuesday and win up to $5,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a new member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit. Doggies. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Meijer, we're working hard to make this year's Thanksgiving a good deal better. Meijer frozen turkey is just 39 cents per pound with M-Perks. Limit 1 per customer, no clipping necessary. Save even more with Meijer brand hot deals all season long. Like Meijer cut green beans and whole kernel corn, just 49 cents a can. Meijer turkey stuffing mix is 99 cents. And cans of both Meijer cranberry sauce and pure pumpkin are just $1.09 each. Delicious deals and a Thanksgiving meal to remember. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU football insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000.
Picture this. You're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay because whatever it is, it's on eBay and it's guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. We're looking at quiet conditions through this evening and into tonight. Cloud cover will eventually increase as we head toward Friday, but before it does, clear skies let temperatures fall into the mid to low 30s. Friday, look for mostly cloudy skies, temperatures up there in the upper 50s. A few scattered sprinkles could be possible as we head into Saturday, with better rain chances by the evening. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Timmy had his vasectomy today, so he's not here. Craig Krenzel is here. Now, Craig's had his vasectomy. I've had a lot of dead sperm in this room. I've had mine.
I'm just glad he's doing well.
Timmy?
Yeah.
He's in the chat. He's in the YouTube chat. Go talk to him.
I did not have the good experience.
You don't have a good experience with anything. Your LASIK was the end of the world. Your vasectomy was the end of the world. What do you like, Teddy? You go get a flu shot and pass out?
No, I'm fine with needles now. Did you, I used to hate them. But then, when I got to Ohio State, it's like, you get the crap knocked out of you and, when they allow you to get a steroid shot, you feel great the next day. And instantly my fear of needles fixed. I can give blood now. It doesn't matter. What did you do day one?
What did I do?
Nothing?
No, I went home.
And you
I
just
drove
sat,
myself
like
home.
you didn't? Did you just not walk? Or maybe because we went to a party that evening.
What are you going to a party for?
Not like a dance party, but just
So
like
what?
Like I walked around gingerly. I sat down.
No, that's
So
no
was that
good.
why? Was that why I struggled? Did I push it too early? Because I thought like, man, this is everyone tells me it's not going to hurt.
You have a stitch in there. All right, you got to sit down.
I didn't break the stitch.
It doesn't matter. It's rubbing against things. You got to sit down. You got to relax. Take some time. Like Skip Mossick was telling me that Ronnie Stokes got it and went and played golf the same day.
Oh.
He said he felt great, too. I don't think they actually did it to him.
Good.
Just rubbed some Noxzema on it and said, yeah, you had it. Go ahead. Why does my wife keep getting pregnant? I don't know. All right, I got a record for you. Ready? The Grace College Lancers set the record for most points scored by a women's college basketball team in one game, defeating Ohio Christian, I don't know where that is, 172-91 on Tuesday. No other women's team at any level has scored more. The previous record was 159 points, achieved by both the Grambling women's team in 2014 and the Oklahoma Baptist women's team in 1995. 172 points. They put up 93 in the first half. The other team, by the way, scored 91.
Women's basketball plays what, 10-minute quarters?
Correct.
They don't play the halves, but it's still 40 minutes.
It's the same amount of time.
That's a boatload of scoring.
That's a buttload of scoring. That is. My God. Yeah, I saw that C.J. Stroud's going to be out again this week. He is still in concussion protocol. How many concussions do you think you had in your career? Diagnosed and undiagnosed.
So, do I think I had?
Yeah.
2.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's not bad, actually.
That I can think of. That I actually look at and say, yeah, I was probably concussed. One was junior year, Penn State. Didn't really know it at the time, the year we won the title. And the next day we were watching film, and Coach Daniels was in the second half, and it was a play, and he was like, all right, here's calls out the play. And he looked at me and he goes, so what were you thinking here? And I looked at him, I said, I don't remember, to be honest, Coach. He kind of looked at me. I was like, I don't remember any of the plays we just watched in so far in the second half.
This game is news to me.
Yeah,
I'm watching it for the first time.
Yeah, I remember the first half. Second half, not so much. Courtney Brown, Anthony Adams, those guys were no joke. But I NFL rookie year, playing the Giants, the Meadowlands, screen pass to Anthony Thomas, got knocked over, hit the head, bang, bang on the ground. And by the time I got up and cleared the lights were looking a little different. By the time the ringing came out of my ears, I had a cracked rib. And
you cracked a rib on that play, too?
I don't remember when the rib cracked. It was that drive, though, because it was a 2-minute drive.
That's a hell of a drive, my friend.
Yeah, exactly. couldn't see, couldn't hear, cracked a rib. But that actually was the moment, shortly after that drive, we were going into the end of the first half. That was the moment that I knew that things were just really, really bad for us. As I was walking off the field after halftime.
What year was that?
2004.
Pull up the box score.
Fall of 2004.
Is it Giants or Jets?
It was the Giants.
Okay.
Yeah. And we ended up kicking a field goal in the 2-minute. We got down to like third and no, that wasn't the play I cracked the rib. I cracked the rib when I got late hit. I scrambled, slid, got late hit, 15-yard penalty. That's when the rib cracked. And I couldn't even throw the ball. So slung the ball out of bounds on like 3rd and goal. We kick a field goal. We went into halftime. And as I was jogging off the field with Olin Kreutz, he looked at me because he could tell in the huddle I couldn't talk. Like it hurt that bad, the rib. And he goes, "Are you okay, man?" And I said, "No, I think I cracked a rib." And Olin looked at me and said, "Well, go get Doc, get a shot, do whatever we need you." And I looked right at him and I said, Have things gotten that bad? that our all-pro, Pro Bowl best center in the league is looking at me saying,
well, I'm looking at the stats right here. You played the whole game. Nobody else came in for you.
Nope. And we won.
You did win. It was 28-21.
Give me the passing stat line.
I want you to tell me what you think the passing stat line is, and then I'm going to tell you the actual passing stat line.
Probably 50% completion percentage out of maybe mid-high 20 attempts. So 13 for 25, $140. Don't remember if I threw a touchdown or a pick.
You did. You threw a touchdown. You did not throw a pick.
Did I have any fumbles? I had a lot of fumbles in that 5 games.
Yeah, you had 2. You fumbled a lot. That's right. You were wishing for 50% completion percentage. You were 8 of 21.
Nice.
For $144. So you were pretty accurate there. 8 of 21 for $144, 1 touchdown, no picks. You were sacked 5 times, and you fumbled the ball twice. You did rush 6 times for 12 yards, although your long was 12. So I'm assuming
you had net 0.
Right, you had
for
1.
the remaining 5.
Anthony Thomas had 110 yards on the ground, though. 28 carries, 110. Who was your number one receiver?
In that game?
In that game.
Justin Gage.
This is sad. No, wrong. Justin Gage.
By receptions?
Had no catches in that game.
Anthony Thomas.
No. It was David Terrell.
Huh.
4 catches, 70 yards.
That was productive.
He had 5 targets. Bobby Wade also had 5 targets in that game. And we've lost all our listeners.
You've lost me.
No one's listening.
I thought I was over this PTSD from that year, but I guess not. Thanks, Mike. Too hot.
All right, too hot time. Teddy plays us audio. We respond to the audio. What do you got, Teddy?
All right, I have a couple cuts here from Rothman and Ice, kind of all revolving around one topic. The first one is Rothman and Ice, and they're talking about the use of the word bro. All right, here we go.
All right. I told you earlier, 3 days.
Well, let's bring it to the air, bro.
I said it on the air.
Oh.
You're supposed to say
You
bro.
may have been
You're supposed to say bro back to him. That would have been great.
Oh, yeah. By the way,
I said it on the air, bro. I would have loved it.
Yeah, why is everybody bro now anyway? That's another pet peeve of mine.
I've been calling everybody
girls
bros.
calling girls bro. Like, what is this? What's happening?
Twin is a new thing, too. Like, I see you, Twin.
What's up, Twin?
Yeah, what's up, Twin?
That is very Gen Z.
That's in right now as well.
That's new.
All right. You have another one you said?
Well, you could talk about
Let me
that
just respond
one.
to that one. Look, everybody was dude with me. Still is. So bro is dude. Bro is, Gen Z dude is what it is. Now, I don't like bra. For some reason, I'll tolerate bro. But my daughter broad me once. Last time she did that.
Like the AH?
That was the last time she
bold.
did that.
That's a bold.
It was.
She's got personality.
Oh, she's got a lot of personality. Sometimes you have to take that personality down a couple notches.
Yeah, I don't like the bro. But I mean it's generational.
What about the man's ear? Do you like that? All right. We gotta take a break. 2 minutes. We come back. We finish our bra conversation. Bra. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Cook Road. You're also going to hit a 5-minute delay on northbound 315 between Lane Avenue and Henderson Road. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Diamond Sellers bring the world's finest jewelry to you at our annual holiday gala December 4th through December 6th. Celebrate the season of sparkle with up to 25% off for 1 weekend only at our Salmo Road and Easton locations. Visit diamondseller.com/gala to learn more.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. Their Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip and was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running. Enjoy High Bank's nationally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
We got Jackets time tonight. Jackets hosting the Oilers. The game is here on The Fan, of course, but it's also on ESPN Plus and Hulu. No local TV tonight. Jet is starting again. Boone Jenner's injury has also been classified as not short-term, so that's not good news. Craig Krenzel is in for Timmy today. Timmy is at home resting. He had his sacky ripped open today. He's got dead sperm going on now. Teddy, we're in the middle of Too Hot.
Too hot!
When last we left you, we were discussing the use of bro and bra on Rothman and Ice. Is there another clip that goes with that?
Well, it's off the same conversation, not about bro or bra, but the reason what they had mentioned there was about, it was a topic that came up about the length of time to contact whether it's a guy or a girl, you're out Saturday night and you get their phone number. How many days go by before you're allowed to contact them?
Okay.
And so here's the conversation about that.
The conversation was, if you get a girl's phone number, let's say it's a Saturday night, on what day do you actually use the phone number and either text or call? How long do you wait?
3 days is industry standard.
I'm here for it.
If you're a real player like you, maybe you wait a week.
Player from the Himalayas?
That's a mistake.
I think it is. I
Yeah,
think you could be a little too cool and a little too right.
I agree.
But there is a fine line to walk between the over-eagerness and being too cool.
Yeah.
Like there is. So I would say Saturday night, you could probably either start the week with something.
With a
like
Monday
You
text?
could start the week with it, or Tuesday at the latest.
I don't agree with the week. I think that's stupid. Just a game. And if she's a chick who's really in demand, she's going to see right through that, call your BS. I say Monday night is when you text.
From a Saturday?
From a Saturday.
So you're a 48-hour guy?
I'm a 48-hour guy. I'll give her the Sabbath. Actually, the Sabbath is Saturday, right? For Judaism. What do we call Sunday again?
Sunday's same.
Is
right?
it?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll give her Sunday. She's probably in church with her family. Sucking down communion wafers.
Let her get the work day on Monday out of the way.
Yeah, afterwards, not Monday morning.
So she's in a better mood. I can get behind that. What I'm drawing a complete blank. What with Vince Vaughn? Swingers, yeah. When they're trying to wrestle him because he gets the phone number and he wants to call right away. I think that'd be me.
Now,
I'd be like, I'm going to call and make sure she got home that night
when
safely.
You met Beth, how long? Like, how did you guys meet, and then how long was it before the second encounter?
How do we meet? My roommate, Steve Belisari, my predecessor, a good friend of mine to this day, was good friends with Beth's sister. So they're both a year older than me, and Beth was a year younger, and they decided we should meet each other. I think most days I agree with them, and it was a good idea. Half the days Beth
too
probably
hot.
does.
Too hot.
Maybe half of the days together, Beth probably agrees with them. Yeah, but like no like super interesting story. The only thing that's interesting about it is we went to the old Champs down by the Lenox.
I mourn it. I mourn the loss.
And yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I was smitten. Like quiet. You know me, that's not me. Quiet. It was like true love at first sight.
Mm-hmm. You knew that night?
No.
I mean, you had a date with someone else later that evening.
So much so that I don't remember how many days before we spoke again. Like, it wasn't like a long time, but I can't tell you. It was like the next day or 3 days later.
See,
I honestly don't remember. And back then, it wasn't that big of a deal.
When I met my wife, we met in the airport. Our flight was delayed. And so she started talking to me about, did they make an announcement on the boarding time? And I said no. And then, of course, I turned on the charm, and that was that.
The rest is history.
Well, then the flight boarded, and then I met up with her again at baggage claim, where I gave her my card. So she had my info. I didn't have hers. So the ball was in her court. So I think it was about a week later that she emailed me at my radio station email address.
You are a baller. You don't even, like rule number one in sales is like, I need your business card.
No,
I'm trying to sell you something. I need your business card because I'm not giving you mine and waiting for you to call me.
If you're interested, you get in touch with me.
That's next level.
If not, I just go down to the next name on the list.
That is next level. I'm sure that was a long list. It's so many women emailing you.
I had to turn them away. Sorry, taken. Met this chick at the baggage claim. Yeah. All right, Teddy, what else you got?
Too hot. To follow up on that, Matty Ice and in Brothman, they were talking about as far as do you text the girl, do you call her? How does that, come? How you do that? Now, Matty had some interesting comments about what this generation kind of does. So let's give a listen.
I'm also a person that doesn't like to talk on the phone, period.
Okay.
Like,
really?
even like my friends, like, we don't need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, what do we need to talk about? I'm just that guy. Let's figure it out over text.
I don't like the constant texting back and forth when something needs to be like somewhat
Some
some
urgent?
detail. Not urgent, but there are more details. I'm like, and I'm sitting there with I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm calling.
Yeah, and then I see your call come through, and guess what I'm saying? I'm not doing
I'm not answering this.
Text me.
Like, can't we just talk as humans?
What's your take on that?
I'm with Rothman.
You're a terrible texter. You are. I will vouch for that. You are the worst texter.
I think if there was an actual title to be given out for that, it would be me. The text, even though I'm terrible at it, I think serves its purpose for certain items.
Mm-hmm.
Like you texting me earlier, you're making me nervous. And I could just instantly say, hey, I'll be there. Don't worry. Just give me a few more minutes. Like that to me is what the text is for. Or if I get a text from Beth, can you grab a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread on your way home? Or can you pick up Austin from basketball practice? Or like the one sentence communication, I'm fine with.
I just want to point out.
But I'm with Rothman. Like the whole conversation back and forth, no.
Here is the exchange. I'll start with what I sent you yesterday because I have to check on you because you're like a baby.
Yes.
Said, are you still good to host with me tomorrow? Your response, yes, I am. Be there a little after 2. To which I responded, awesome. And then you thumbs up emoji'd me on the awesome. Then at 2:42 today, I text, you're making me nervous. See, when you say a little after 2, to me that means 2:05.
I wasn't
2:10. Or there would be a text that would come before saying, I'm running a little bit late. Our monthly ginger meeting went long. We were discussing how much LASIK and sack surgery hurts. I won't be there till a little bit later. Said I got nothing from you. That's why I said you're making me nervous at 2:42.
Yeah, that's where I'm not the best texter. The preemptive wanted to be there 20 minutes ago, be there shortly would have been helpful and somewhat responsible, and I do apologize for that.
Don't worry, I'm still coming. Teddy's a good texter. Teddy's a prompt
Simple,
texter.
Yeah.
A polite texter.
Brief, yes. Getting it done. Get in, get out.
Listen, I'm not trying to argue that I'm a good texter. Like, I'm not. I'm terrible at it.
Now, we did not do text really when I first started dating Kristen. What we did do on occasion was the AOL Instant Messenger. Did you do that?
Yes,
Messenger.
That was my only. Boy, this is how old we are. That was like my only form of communication when I first. I made the just criminal mistake of, kind of serious-ish, as serious as you can be. At 17 years old, high school girlfriend, like midway through your senior year when you're going away to college.
Yeah.
That was a horrible idea. Absolutely horrible idea. It was the dumbest thing ever. But
she's listening to this and just crying right now.
I hope not, but I'm just saying, like, this is a terrible idea. It's like, if you've got a relationship going on for a year or 2 years and you're going to try to make it work, I get that. But like 4 months in, it's like, let's just call this what it is. Over. But, it took me into the fall to do that. But when I was at school, I had a cell phone, but it was one of those, you remember back then, it was like 25 cents a minute.
Oh,
like
yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
So I was using the cell phone until I got the dreaded call from my mom, and she got like the $200+ cell phone bill.
Plus, you used to have to pay for each individual text.
So
too.
That was out the window, and it was just the AOL instant message back and forth. You're typing, but then I don't know if you remember, AOL was the first kind of voice over the internet through instant messenger where you could have the headphones and a microphone.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
And actually have a conversation. It was awful. It was as you would expect with the download speeds back then. It was static and you couldn't really hear anything. And we attempted that, and that's what I attribute probably the end of the relationship to.
You talking?
Not having enough cell phone minutes.
If you had a better cell phone plan, your entire life
Who knows where we'd be today.
would have been different. I want to talk about a hell of a performance that we had in the world of basketball last night. That's coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's on the right shoulder of southbound 71 at 270 on the North Outer Belt. It's moving a little slow there from Polaris Parkway. And there's a 5-minute holdup on westbound 270 between 161 and Cleveland Avenue on the North Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab, just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy. Rescue animals. Everywhere. So, my husband and I bought property and opened a sanctuary. It's our happy place. And from the sound of it, it's their happy place too.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
It's Black Friday all month long with low lease payments on every model starting at $99 a month for a 2026 Elantra. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, these savings are so good. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus access fees, first month payment, and K miles per year ends 12/1.
It's Sunday Night Football on the Fan. Catch the Lions and Eagles live from Philly. Fan coverage starts Sunday at 7:30.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan.
2 men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Timmy is out today. He is a vasectomy boy today. So, Craig Krenzel. You know him. Won a national championship with Ohio State. Went 8 of 21 for 144 yards in a 28-21 Bears victory against the Giants in 2004. That was a hell of a year. My favorite story that you told me was about your interaction with Jonathan Quinn, who was the backup quarterback at that time, and you were a rookie, right? You were 3rd string. Would they take you in the 5th round?
Yes. Project.
Yeah. Project K is what they called you.
No, I don't know about that.
Now, who was the starter that year? Was it
Grossman?
Sexy Rexy?
Rex
Grossman.
And then JQ, and then me.
Uh-huh.
And then, was it week 1, we go to Lambeau. We went to Lambeau and beat the Packers. That's
a big deal, man.
This is Rex's year.
That's Brett Favre.
Big win.
Yeah.
Week 2, Minnesota, torn ACL, done for the season. Like the balloon. I mean, I don't even know who else they could have had on the roster. Like Brett Favre could have been the backup, and I don't think it would have mattered because the balloon was just, all the hype was on Rex, first round draft pick, second year. You go to Green Bay and then ACL. So now it's Jonathan's turn.
And Jonathan was a backup quarterback for the Jags for a long time.
Under was it Brunell? I think Mark Brunell was their starter.
Yeah.
And so JQ was their backup, was Brunell's backup, and their quarterback coach, Terry Shea, was who the Bears hired to be our offensive coordinator in Chicago. And that was Lovey's first year, Terry's first year. And so he brought Jonathan over to be Rex's backup, help him learn the system and all that kind of stuff. And Rex goes down week 2. I forget how many weeks later it was, and we're sitting in the hot tub, right? And JQ just looks me right in the eye. He's like, I don't know, Craig. It was like good old East Tennessee boy, middle of nowhere, nicest dude in the world. And I was like, what are you talking about, JQ? I don't know about me, the starting quarterback in this league. And I looked at it, I was like, well, I know about me, so you better figure you out.
I've been here 5 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't had enough time for my second cup of coffee. You better figure you out in a hurry. And I was like, but you started in Jacksonville. He goes, well, yeah, but that was only when Mark was hurt, Craig. So I went home that night and I told Beth, I was like, I'm going to have to play. And I told her the story, and she was just as shocked as I was, because at that level, it's like what surgeons, fighter pilots, professional athletes, like the chip on your shoulder, for most guys, the chip on your shoulder to even make it to that level has to be a pretty good sized chip. So to hear that raw admission of fear was a little surprising.
You will be pleased to know that to this day, you told me that story years ago. We in the house, me and my wife, will still to this day on occasion just throw out
I don't know,
Craig.
I love it.
Tell
me you followed up with you ain't got no job. Just combine them both into one.
We had a thing last night. All right. Notre Dame guard Hannah Hidalgo, I love the name, set an NCAA record with 16 steals in their victory over Akron last night. Oh, and by the way, she had 44 points too. 44 points, 16 steals.
As a guard, I'm assuming the rebound number wasn't there. How close were we on assists for the triple-double?
I don't know. Teddy, will you look up the rest of her numbers? Hannah Hidalgo.
That's a lot of steals.
60. Can you imagine? We always hear about, with the animal breeding.
You've got my interest.
Well, hold on a second.
Yeah, please connect these dots.
Like the show dogs and stuff. They don't just take, Rin Tin Tin off the street. You got a pedigree dog and another pedigree dog, and you get them together and they make a super dog, right?
Yes. Okay.
Horses,
the bloodlines.
Horses, same way, like these thoroughbreds. You don't just take Scrappy McGlue Factory. Over there, you got to get the stud. Can you imagine if Hannah Hidalgo and Aaron Kraft had a child? That basketball player would get like 40 steals in one game.
Somebody's not touching the ball.
That's exactly right.
So somebody that they're guarding is just flat out not touching the basketball.
It is Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
What do you got, Teddy?
Well, first off, I just wanted to say that she had 9 rebounds, actually.
All right, so she had 44 points. She had 16 steals, 9 rebounds. What about the assists?
I think it was just 4 assists.
What
But she was one board away from the triple-double.
You can't pass it to yourself, Craig. I don't know, Craig. Got 16 steals. Should we do more Too Hot, or you want to wait?
No, I have one here.
All right, let's go.
All right, well, quickly, here we go. All right, yeah, Tyvis got pampered the other night. Let's give a listen to this.
So, Tyvis, yesterday, you got a facial.
I did.
What happened?
So...
I saw the video.
How did it happen?
No, what happened? They were like scraping your face.
Yeah.
They were sucking stuff off of your face. They were moisturizing your face.
Yeah. It was the first time I ever did that.
You have a glow to you today. I like it.
I appreciate that. It's the first time I ever did that. It was one of those things that, my wife has always, I've seen my wife do it, and then, she wanted me to do it. My wife actually be like the one that, like, every now and again pick at my face, because that's just what She
But
likes to
that's
do.
what spouses are good
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Hey, honey, come pick my face.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you got something there. She go get her little tool and try to and then I'm in pain and all of those things because it's just all her pushing down on my nose and stuff like that. But anyways, I went and I had the facial treatment. Shout out to Casey. She did a wonderful job. I walked up out of there and I was like, man, like I see why. Like you do see like your face is like moisturized. It's like it's a glow. And I was like, I see why people get this done.
All right. I'm going to take a quick break. We come back. We got Craig Krenzel here. I'm going to ask you if you ever had a manicure or a pedicure or a facial. And I'm going to tell you what my wife likes to do to me. It's erotic for her. It's disgusting for me.
Can't wait.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown if you're on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Main Street and 33. And if you're on eastbound 670 between Neal Avenue and 5th Avenue, expect a 5-minute delay there. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling, 1-800-COOLING.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Aaron, an HVAC system is exactly like a car. Except for it doesn't have tires, brakes, turn signal, a steering wheel, or a speedometer. Yeah, but other than that, they're exactly alike.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Why do we change the oil on a car? So it works better and lives longer. Why do we do regular maintenance on an air conditioning system? So it works better and lives longer. Okay, now I see your point. We replace tires and brakes to keep everyone safe, and we inspect furnaces to keep everyone safe.
Get Eco.
ECO.
But you cannot get Eco-Fi Advantage for your car. For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all 3 systems:
plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Go to geteco.com and scroll down the page to where it says EcoFi Advantage. And make sure you watch the video of Aaron and me.
I don't think you're in that video, Jerry.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
You know, most people will agree with this. Life is a lot better without pain and more comfort. Hey, it's Anthony. I used to buy the over-the-counter insoles, thinking that just the cushion itself would solve everything. It didn't. So I finally got serious about support. I went to the Good Feet store where I was personally fitted for arch supports. I started feeling relief, more stability, and stuff stopped aching. My lower back felt better. I don't care whether you're an athlete or you're retired. Get greater comfort and confidence from personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store. That's because their arch supports are designed to align your body from the feet up, and they can help provide relief from pain and discomfort like it has for me. They have an expert staff trained to understand your specific needs, and they recommend the best solutions. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store at one of their convenient locations on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City, or, of course, learn more, a lot more, at goodfeet.com.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's engineering technology programs prepare you for a career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive community. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering tech.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. The Columbus Blue Jackets return to home ice tonight off their 5-game road trip. They take on the Edmonton Oilers for the second time in 3 games. The Jackets will be without captain Boone Jenner tonight as he's dealing with an upper body injury. You can catch the action here on The Fan at 7 o'clock with face-off from Nationwide Arena at 7:30. The Ohio State women's basketball team is back in action tonight at 6:30 hosting Bellarmine. Tyler Danberg's on the call over on The Fan 2. Coverage beginning at 6:15. NBA tonight at 7 o'clock. The Cavs host the Toronto Raptors in the second leg of a back-to-back. Cleveland will be without Darius Garland for the second straight game. Lonzo Ball will be sidelined as well. And in the NFL, Week 11 kicks off tonight with the New England Patriots hosting the New York Jets. Kickoff is at 8:15. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Timmy's out. It was vasectomy day for him. So Craig Krenzel's here with it's vasectomy day every day for Craig Krenzel. I'm glad you're here, buddy.
I'm glad to be here. I don't know what that means, but it's provocative.
I just want to point out that I've tried to drag you in here before, and you have not been available.
Yeah, but and every time I have to say no, it pains me to do it.
People always ask, like, "Where's Craig? Why doesn't Craig come in? What'd you do to Craig?"
It's not on you.
I didn't do anything to Craig.
No, it's me.
When last we left you, Teddy played us a clip about Tyvus getting a facial. How are we describing it? Chemical peel?
He got a facial.
Okay. And he was saying how his wife likes to squeeze his face. My wife has some sort of fetish where she will beg to pop zits. Please.
Does she watch the show? What's that show called?
Pimple Popper?
Yeah.
Let me squeeze it.
Does she watch that?
I want to feel it.
Does she look at the videos of it and YouTube that kind of stuff? That's gross.
I run away. I don't let her touch me. I don't let her touch me. I don't want stuff popped. I don't pop things myself. I don't pick. I don't pop.
My least favorite is every once in a while. Beth she has no interest in that. But every once in a while, she'll look at me and I'll be like, oh crap. And then she'll disappear, and then she'll come and she'll try to sneak up with the tweezers because I got a hair or two growing on the face or the nose or under the nose or somewhere that she can see it and she doesn't like it. And
can't she just tell you about it? Why does she have to sneak up behind you?
She knows I won't do anything about it because I can't stand the tweezing of the hair. This is not going to surprise you at all, but it's like the LASIK.
You're a weak
It's
person.
like- it hurts. You rip one of those hairs out wrong, it friggin' hurts. Can't stand it. I don't touch my face.
So you're just going to let your ear hair grow and
I'll
nose
look and
hair?
I got a little trimmer that I work with, but it's not like it's not like I'm a 80-year-old guy that's got it growing out everywhere. It's just the one that she'll see, and it's like just if I look the other way, the light's going to go off, and you're not even going to see it anymore.
Sometimes I get a stray one that grows right out of the middle of my forehead. Just one.
I feel like that would be one area that it wouldn't hurt to pluck it out.
No, it still hurts.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, like around the nose, the ones that grow up like under
it's
the
a very sensitive area.
Yeah, those are the worst.
How do you do down below?
Those are the worst. Oh, I'm 44 years old.
What does that mean?
Just let it go. No, these days, come on, Mike. They got tools.
I know. I use the tools.
Yeah, it's easy.
I use the tools.
Now they got the new ones. They got like the little dials on them that you can just adjust the length, and you don't even got to change the guard out anymore. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a mani-pedi guy? There you go.
No, I don't let people touch me. I hate massages. I had a massage once. I hated every second of it.
The massage doesn't bother me.
I've never had a manicure, never had a pedicure, never had a facial. I'm not calling out men that have. I'm just saying, for my money, don't touch me.
I'm with you. The massage, every once in a while. I'm not like I know people that get massages like weekly.
Mm-hmm. I do too. The name's Deshaun Watson.
Like everyday people getting real massages. Like, all right. No extracurriculars, no ribs.
I don't know what that sound is, too. It's disgusting. All right, what else you got, Teddy? Anything? More too hot?
I got plenty, yeah. If you want to hear something. All right. Well, Bo Bishop, he was talking about how, that we had the time change there a couple weeks ago, right?
God, and Bo with the time change. My God.
That's why I was late today.
Yeah.
The
time change?
I forgot to set the clock back. I was actually early.
You should have been early. Yeah. So Bo's having a really hard time with this, so he chats about that. Here we go.
I got to tell you guys, this daylight savings time's killing me. My hunch is it's a combination of the cold snap and the daylight savings reverting. This is standard time, I guess, right? I guess we're reverted back to that. I feel like everything after 5 o'clock is 8:30. It all feels like 8:30 to me. And by 10 o'clock at night, I am done, gassed. And you'd say, well, that's great. You're getting an extra hour of sleep. But I'm not. I'm now find myself wide awake at 5 a.m. So my old sleep pattern was 11 to 6 was the old sleep pattern. Now I haven't gone on clock. So I find myself wide awake at 5 a.m. twiddling my thumbs at this point. It's over a week. I've never had it last this long. I think the cold has something to do with it. I've never been this affected by a switch before, ever.
It's an hour. I've never met a guy from Montana who is so delicate. Oh, it's a little cold outside, a little chilly outside. He's lived in Cleveland, too, for 20 years. Oh, a little chilly out here. A little dark out. Maybe stop sipping on bourbon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You won't feel that way.
I'm with him.
Doesn't bother me. I hate the darkness in the morning. The morning darkness bothers me.
It never used to bother me. And I think this is probably like year 5 of I hate 5 o'clock dark. Can't stand it. I would rather it be dark in the morning than dark at 5 o'clock in the evening.
I can't get going in the morning when it's dark.
And just on top of that, like traveling never used to bother me. The time change, flying back from the West Coast. I would wake up early. I always take the early flight so I can try to be tired. Doesn't work anymore.
Why don't we just put on our orthopedic shoes?
Doesn't work anymore,
hike up
Mike.
the pants and move to Del Boca Vista.
Phase 1 or 2?
Phase 2.
Okay.
Come on. It's newer. Yeah, Teddy hates it. Bo hates it.
Yes.
You hate it. We want to send our kids to school when it's pitch black for 3 hours in the morning. That's fine. Go ahead.
Why not?
Why not? It's the youth.
They got lights in the classrooms.
They got lights in the classroom.
Send them to school later, then.
Hey, I'm all for that. I always find it ridiculous that the high school kids go the earliest. It should be the younger kids that go the earliest.
Yeah, they're the ones awake.
They're awake. They got energy. High school kids need some time in the morning.
Yes.
You got my vote.
Their circadian rhythm? Is that right?
Yeah,
sure.
Circadian? Is there an
Circadian?
R?
Sir?
CIR?
Here's what I know. That's what I do.
Would you like to hear more? Another old man yelling about the time change?
I would love to. Go ahead.
Well, Dom joined the show, and he had some thoughts on it, too.
You know, I love you. But the greatest thing you said is you're so right on this. 5 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed. Right. I have not adjusted to this time switch. I hate it. Go back to where it was. Leave it be. I don't understand. So we change it, what? October 31st, and then it comes back, what, in March, we go back to what? So why? Why? For what? So you get an extra hour or whatever in the morning? I mean, what are you talking about? Who cares? Just leave it one place.
Just
because
pick
then
one.
When it comes back, I'm exhausted because right now it's 10:30 in the morning, but my body thinks it's 11:30.
Jesus, it's an hour. It's like talking to my father.
Like the whole during the day thing, like 10:30, my body feels like 11:30. Okay, then go eat an early lunch. For me, it's not that. It's the darkness. It's
this whole conversation's the darkness.
It is.
Justin Hawkins from the darkness is here. Right, Teddy? Sing it.
Yeah, you sing it.
Hey, Teddy, how did you like your mug?
I loved
the mug
it.
that I got.
Stone
I got
Temple
you
Pilot?
a very nice Stone Temple Pilots mug.
It's got like the cassette labels around the edges of it. It's perfect. I love it.
That is proof. If I am fed an Instagram ad, their success rate with me is like 80%. You feed me an ad, I'm like, oh, looks good. Click.
I know somebody that would love this.
And then I look at the bill at the end of the month. It's like, where did all this money come from? It's like death by 1,000 cuts. I bought mugs and posters and T-shirts.
I'm the opposite. The exact opposite.
You won't buy anything.
Until I do. And then it's something stupid. Like
the $900,000 RV you got parked outside the house?
Yeah, or a car, or just stupid stuff.
You used to have
something
such
for the
a
house.
nice little sports car.
I know.
You know? Just a nice little sports car, and now you drive these huge boats. Just a huge
I love my
hillbilly truck where it takes you 19 little turns to pull into a parking space.
Sometimes. It depends on how tight it is. I mean, it's circumstantial. But I'll get it in there.
2 Buckeyes have made it official. Details coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got almost a 20-minute slowdown if you need to use northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Cook Road. And there's slower traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Hamilton Road and East Broad Street. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If your neighbor's Team Up North painted garage door somehow isn't the ugliest garage door on your block, we are Deluxe Door Systems. Our beautiful Clopay doors will transform your home, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Drive into fall with a fresh start from CME Federal Credit Union. Let CME try and beat your current auto loan rate by 1.5% APR and enjoy no payments for 60 days. Take your current ride into the season stress-free. Terms apply. APR as low as 4.99%. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom. Mike, is it true? What's that? Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires. Absolutely. Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change. You got it. I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Hi, it's Anthony Schlegel.
When it was time to replace my roof, friends highly recommended Newman Roofing. From the initial sales process, I was incredibly impressed by their commitment to outstanding customer service. Their 33 years of industry experience truly shine through, and it's clear why they have such an excellent reputation. I had the pleasure of meeting with the Newman family to discuss my roofing project. They presented me with several options and attentively addressed all my concerns and demonstrated a genuine care for their customers and the overall experience they provide. With family members in key roles within the company, they ensure that every customer feels confident in their decision to choose Newman Roofing. I highly recommend giving Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visiting newmanroofing.com.
Call the company you can trust, Newman Roofing, at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Chronic pain can make life feel impossible, but at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough that's giving people real hope. Stem wave therapy.
It has fundamentally changed the way I look at cases after 30 years in practice. So when we talk about regenerative medicine, we're talking about these types of devices.
That's Dr. Tony DeCesaro, one of the nation's authorities on stem wave therapy.
Been around for about 30 years in Europe. Now it's really taken a real foothold. People are tired of just using pills that really cover everything up and they don't really heal.
This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response.
It's about giving hope, right? That there are options.
QC Kinetics. Harness the power of stem wave and get relief now. Your first treatment is only $49. Call for your consultation here in Columbus, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have it take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do the holiday parties, tailgating, and family get-togethers have your liver working overtime? Let Active Liver help give your liver some relief at Amazon, Vitacost.com, CVS, Meijer Grocery, or ShopRite.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens. We'll see increasing clouds this evening and into tonight, but before it does, the clear skies let temperatures fall into the mid and low 30s. By Friday, expect a high in the upper 50s with mostly to partly cloudy skies. Some sprinkles possible Friday night into Saturday. Have a better chance for rain Saturday evening and Saturday night. Maybe a rumble of thunder in there, too. We clear back out Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Timmy is out. It was vasectomy day for him today. Craig Krenzel is here. He's already had his vasectomy like a good, clean boy. Antonio Brown has been allowed house arrest by the judge as he awaits his attempted murder trial. Will you please explain something to me? You're a smart guy, right? You're smart. I'm dumb. You're smart. So,
allegedly.
We got these people who sit in jail on like petty drug offenses and just really stupid stuff. Can't get out of jail. This guy is being charged with attempted murder, already fled once to Dubai. They had to extradite him from Dubai.
What are you doing?
But they say, oh, you're house arrest. You're good. Here's an anklet for you to wear.
What are you doing?
I'm asking.
You know what I think about this. And it's not just AB, it's the justice system in general. You know. Why are you opening this can right now?
All right, here's the question I have for you, though. Who is the craziest guy that you ever played with? Because I'm sure for a lot of people, Antonio Brown's at the top of the list if you played with him. But who is the craziest guy? It can be good or bad. Good crazy, bad crazy.
Oh, good crazy? Schlegel. Like, I mean, without hesitation. Like, that dude is, he's like, I mean, Anthony is one of the best people I've ever met, but like just in a good, crazy kind of way.
What do you think, Schlegs?
I like watching dudes.
Me too.
I love grass.
I feel that's in context. I guarantee you it made sense.
Oh, I love grass?
Yeah.
I love grass. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but in the right, but when you cut those little 1-bit snippets,
it's almost like we do that on purpose, Craig.
Yeah, it's just not fair.
I like watching dudes.
I love a good basement.
Oh, in context, it made sense. All right, give me bad crazy now. Come on. Schlegel, good crazy. Give me bad crazy.
You know, probably Chad at the Bengals.
Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson.
But he wasn't a bad dude. But just he was out there, man. He was out there, funny, but sometimes it just kind of went a little too far to the bad crazy side.
You mean like when he punched his head coach?
That would be one of the moments.
At halftime of a playoff game.
That would be one of the moments where, and how hard they tried to make it it not happen.
Oh, it didn't happen. Not to me. You're imagining that.
It was just, they got a little closer. So no, he punched him. I saw it.
What did you do? What was it?
It was I didn't really actually see it, but it's you heard the commotion because we were over in our own little area, trying to scramble because all right, well, CP's out for the game. That was a really good throw, but he's done. The knee's over. So it was in slightly let's just go. What happened over there? And then suddenly distracted by what happens if Kitna gets hurt?
I was going to say I forgot who was backing up Kitna. And then it's you. Yeah. I don't know, Craig.
It's I don't know, John.
I'm going to take a pass on this one.
That'd be like somebody running up and just kicking me right in the sack. I'd be like, what did Sam Dickens just happen? Bam!
The best, nicest, funniest, high energy, top shelf dude.
They cut our thing short today.
Mm-hmm. Could do this all day long. All right, it's too hot. Oh, I didn't pay up on the tees. I'm sorry, Teddy. On yesterday, we had Buckeye commits for basketball officially signing their scholarship agreements. 5-star forward Anthony Thompson, 4-star power forward Alex Smith signed their scholarship agreements with Ohio State. And this is the first time that now Jake Diebler can comment on both.
Where are we at with the NCAA and the rules?
That's where we're at.
It's ridiculous.
He said Anthony's a special player. His combination of size, skill, and athleticism gives him unique versatility. Who he is aligns with what our program is all about, and the basketball IQ he has will help him be really impactful right away. Being from Ohio and coming from Ohio State means something to him, and we're excited for Anthony and his family to join ours. Let me ask you a question. You have a son who was good enough to play SEC baseball. He's down at Tennessee right now.
True.
As the fine Buckeye that you are, seeing the state of our disgusting baseball program, why did you not push your selfish son to go play for Ohio State?
It was his choice.
That's a load of crap.
No, it was 100% his choice, and I hope every parent can take that that mentality rather into that process for their kid, for those that their children are getting recruited. But I mean, at the end of the day,
he was recruited by Ohio State, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Bob Todd called.
It was not. Yes. Coach Beals.
He's gone now.
Yes. Yeah. But
dead.
No, just it's
good. That's good.
I'm
Good
at a
answer.
loss. You know the answer.
Good answer.
It's just
the big bag of cash wasn't quite.
Yeah, I mean, the investment into the sport.
Nick Swisher didn't call
from the athletic department is not the same as it is down south.
We gotta change that, Craig.
ACC, yeah. I mean, but it's like talking to Adam Rittenberg earlier with Wisconsin. Like, where are they going to put their money? That is the answer to any team at a university right now. If you are not as good as you want to be in that sport, it's because you're not spending enough money. That's what it comes down to. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but how are you going to expect a kid to pay more money to go to a Big Ten program to play baseball than they're going to have to pay to go play in the SEC, to compete in the SEC tournament, to compete for Omaha on a consistent basis? Like, how do you compete with that?
Funding. Money.
And lots of it.
Well, good news. We have it. Ohio State has money. And I've been on the record. I've told Ohio State baseball, all they have to do is rip every mention of Nick Swisher out of that program, and I'll be your biggest donor. I will fund. I'll fund the program.
Too hot.
All right, what do you got, Teddy?
All right. Apparently, at the start of the show this morning with T-Bone and Tyrus, they had a little audio issue streaming online. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah, there was a little issue. Apparently, there was different audio on their streams this morning.
Okay.
So you could see them, but you couldn't hear what they were saying. So there was a little mix-up, and they discussed that here.
I'm sorry. I just noticed again in the stream, they're saying the audio is bad. And also the fan stream is not, the app is not playing the show. So that's
what happened.
Par for the course.
That's what happened last
Par
night.
for the course.
We are going to have to get the MIT.
Everyone here is saying, everyone in the chat is saying, fire the producer, Dylan. That's who they're
How
blaming.
is this on me? I'm a
You're
producer.
the producer.
I'm not an engineer. All I do is
fire the producer.
All I do is turn it on. I don't
but you should know what the buttons do.
No, this is not. This is 0% on me. 0%.
That's the accountability. Tyvus, how would that fly in the NFL locker room? This is not my fault.
You got to pull the thumb.
Yeah, right.
Don't point the finger.
Don't point the finger. Pull the thumb.
I'm not blaming anybody.
You just said it's the engineer's fault.
No,
That's right.
no.
Yeah,
I said
did.
I'm not an engineer, which means that I don't know how to fix it, but it's the fault of the technology. That's whose fault it is.
No, I agree with that. It is actually not your fault. I'm just giving you crap because
it's the robots. It's their fault.
The robots.
Now, in fairness to Dylan, we got a lot of stuff working here.
Not his fault.
Back in the day, you would just turn on the microphones and there you go.
Yes.
Your job's over. But now Teddy's got to babysit the YouTube thing. He's got to worry about the podcast. He's got to worry about the live stream. It's a lot of stuff, Teddy.
There is, yeah. And we don't have, total control of all that stuff. So not Dylan's fault. It was somebody else's fault.
Not Dylan's fault, but could you have fixed it?
Oh, yeah, I could have done it.
Yeah, well, I could have. I'm sure I could have done it in a couple minutes, yeah.
And how long was it down for them? Like an hour?
Like all morning, I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe no. I'm just kidding. No,
All right.
it wasn't that. I don't think it was that long. Yeah. Got any gum?
You son of a... Hey, we got some problems with one of the pretty influential people in college football. You may say at this time of year, the most influential person in college football. We'll talk about that 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's causing some holdup on Cleveland Avenue near East Cook Road, and you're looking at about a 15-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between International Gateway and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. From delicious meat and seafood to fresh produce and well-being essentials. You'll get big flavor without the big price tag. Fresh Time Market. Healthy living for less. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next level wellness, 5-star IV and aesthetic treatments. Look great, feel great. 4 locations in Central Ohio. Book your drip at hydratememedspa.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront costs before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Craig Krenzel's here. Timmy is having his vasectomy today. Had the vasectomy. It all went well. Travis Hunter had his knee surgery. He's done for the year. Liam Cohen, who is their head coach, says it's too early to say if Travis Hunter is going to remain a two-way player. Cowboy, how feasible do you think it is that Travis Hunter is able to carve out a career for himself, truly doing both things?
I think it just depends on how you're going to use him. Like, can you be, in today's NFL, can you be a true two-way, I don't want to say every down, but majority of down player? I mean, the game has just gotten so physical. These guys are so fast, so big, so strong. I just think it's getting harder and harder to do. At some point, the body can only take so much. Like, you need that rest. You need that time off the field. So if you're trying to use him, anybody for that matter, it's a special breed of athlete that you would have to be. It's like watching Shohei. Like, people don't really stop to think about him. I mean, this dude's performing two jobs.
Shohei's a unicorn.
At once, at the highest level in a sport where nobody makes it in either position. So to see guys be able to do that, it's truly special to have the talent. Longevity is going to be the question.
Kind of a big story today. Baylor AD, and he's also the college football playoff chairman, Mack Rhoades, stepping away from both roles for personal reasons. I guess there's stuff brewing at Baylor. Wasn't he already under investigation, Teddy, for some sort of like interaction with a player, inappropriate interaction?
I believe so, yeah.
But I don't
Something
think
else happened.
I think this is something
different
in addition to that. Anyway, this guy is the chair of the College Football Playoff Committee. We just had the rankings come out for the second week this past Tuesday. I mean, that's kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Maybe not.
No?
There's other people. They're all sitting there talking, arguing how much influence does the guy that goes on TV, how much power does he really have? I don't know the answer to that.
In my mind, no one can wipe themselves unless he comes in the room and tells them how to wipe themselves.
I don't think that's how it works, but maybe.
And then he tells them what games to watch.
Maybe. I'm convinced that half of them don't watch any of the games, but we'll see.
We're at 12 teams for this playoff system. Do you like the way that the current system is set up? Do you want to go to more? I mean, it's a matter of time before we get to 16, but then what? Do we stop there? Do we keep going? What do you think?
I'm I don't like the thought of more teams. I didn't like the thought of going to 12. I mean, like you just said, at what point do we stop? At what point does the season become too long for a college athlete? I like with the 12 that there is incentive to be in the top 4. Mm-hmm. So there's still, at some point, the more we stretch out the size of the playoff, the less meaning the regular season has. And I think they're just, I hope they focus on, trying to have the regular season still have a legit amount of meaning, not just, because let's face it, even at 12, when are we not going to make the playoff? Knock wood, but
it would have to be a total and complete disaster of a season.
You're talking about an absolute failure of a season, for the Buckeyes to not make the playoff. So, I when there was 2 teams and the third team complained, it's like, okay, you had a good season. When you went to 4 and the 5th team complained, okay. But now we're at 12. Like, number 13, shut up. Don't lose a third game. Like, there's, at some point, to me, I don't think you need to expand it. Now, obviously, I know how it works, and I know the almighty dollar will rule, and they're going to figure out, how can they maximize the amount of money brought in through college football. But to me, I don't mind the 12, finish in the top 4, get your bye. That's a big bonus. And, let the rest of the guys play it out. And if you're the 13th team on the outside looking in, whatever. You had 12 other chances to be in the playoff.
As Buckeye fans, we are living in the golden age of wide receiver talent that we've had here. And you played with some good talent, too. Michael Jackson was great.
Chris Gamble
Santonio Holmes, Chris Gamble. Yes.
Tone was a freshman. Chris Gamble didn't even... Obviously, he went to the NFL and was an all-pro at corner for a long time, and that's kind of where he settled. But Chris... we didn't even get him the ball anywhere near enough. That dude, he was such a freak that it's I think one of the things that we probably did the worst job of was finding ways to put the ball in Chris Gamble's hand, because he was so electric with what he could do touching the football. Look at that pick 6 against Penn State at home. That was one of the freakiest interception returns I've ever seen. The loudest that the shoe in my memory, the shoe was never that loud as it was on that play. And we didn't even get him the ball. Drew Carter played 1 year of high school football, full ride to Ohio State as a receiver, played half a season our senior year as a starter before he blew out his knee down over in Indiana, and then NFL draft pick.
Yeah.
And played, I think, 5 years or something like that. So, the amount of talent that has been rolling through this place at the wide receiver position has been, right up there with any other school in the country.
And now it's taken to another level.
And it's a whole nother level.
And the offenses are different, too. The offense that you were running was completely different now than the offense that Julian Sayin is running. It would have been unheard of to have anybody with a 75% completion percentage in college football at that time. I think for your career, I think we said this the other day, we were 57%, 58%, and you had a very, very good college career. Do you look at the modern offenses and say, wow, I'd love to go in the time machine and get a crack at that? Or do you prefer the time that you played? The offenses were a little bit different.
The quarterback in me would love to play in one of these offenses. Would love the opportunity to, throw to set up the run. That goes without saying. Now, I would never trade my experience for anything in a million years. I wouldn't trade, being a 68% completion guy throwing for 300 yards a game and a Heisman Trophy. I wouldn't trade. You could not get me to trade my experience with the group of guys that I was blessed to go through that experience with for anything in the world. No amount of NIL, no amount that time with those dudes was I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I know the Claret thing didn't work out, obviously, after 2002. He was a pivotal part of that team. You probably don't win the national championship without him. But you come back the next year. You and I have talked about this off the air. I think that offense was more talented.
Without question.
In 2003. I think you guys could have done much more.
Our offensive line was...
Outside number 13, you guys were stacked.
Yeah. I mean, we finished number 4 in the country.
Yeah.
We lost at Camp Randall and at the Big House. And 11-2 or whatever we finished. And we could have run the ball much more efficiently. We threw the ball better my senior year, but I think a little bit of that was out of necessity. And I mean, you can't pull a generational guy like that off your roster and not expect to take a step backwards. I mean, he was that good. He was that good. He was that good. And I know I've told you this a million times. Reese was that good of a teammate. Like on the field, in the film room.
Yeah, you guys had no problems with him at all.
No. The only problem that I had was he just wasn't there.
Right, right.
Like, his absence was the only problem. And, I always tell people, we are never going to say Archie who. Reese would have been Archie and. Same position. He would, I mean, he would have had the longevity and legitimate chance to be a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. He was that good. He was so mature on the field, his understanding of the game, his vision, his patience, and then physically, obviously, you don't even need to talk about that. But I maintain to this day with what our guys up front, did. We just didn't have the experience at running back to capitalize on that. But I maintain to this day, 100% we at least play for another national title. And we go back-to-back, have the opportunity to go back-to-back if 13's on the field my senior year.
Who is the guy that you played with in college who you are the closest to today? I forgot how much I loved your long pauses.
I mean, just because the way life has worked out, Justin Zwick.
Well, I mean, he works with you.
Right, yeah, and he lives right around the corner.
Right.
And,
no, I don't like that answer. Pick someone else. I like Justin. I just don't like that answer. It's too easy. Pick someone else.
Probably Ben Hartsock.
All right.
Yeah. Ben's living down in Georgia. We have kids similar ages. We were roommates our freshman year. Kind of both came in chasing that dream. Ben being Ross County, Ohio's finest from Unioda High School. And I remember kind of before training camp our freshman year, both sitting at the Fawcett Center right across the street from the Woody, looking out over the practice fields. And, we're old enough now to remember the days when you actually showed up to campus as a freshman to be and we're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, not questioning, do I belong here?
Sure, guys still do that. They're still nervous.
But I don't know, man.
You don't think so? I bet they are.
I just got this vibe that I get this feeling that these kids come in like they just expect from day one that they're going to be the guy. I think there's way more of that going on now. I will say they're coming out of high school way more physically developed,
right,
by and large than we did back then. I mean, I came to Ohio State at like 185 pounds, 6'4", 185. Turned sideways, I disappeared.
Ben Hartsock.
Physically, I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to stay healthy. So I think there's a whole different mindset that these guys got coming in nowadays between the NIL, between the social media, between how much more physical they are as 17 and 18-year-old dudes coming out of high school. I think it's a whole different world.
I have one more question to ask you. One more very important question. We only have one segment left on this fantastic show. All because of you. I didn't do anything.
Are you going to tell me the question? Or am I going
take a
in
break.
cold?
Take a break. I'm going to tell you the question. What is this, amateur hour? You did a pre-interview?
Yeah, I do. I need the script.
Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch out for a couple-minute delay due to an accident that's on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt before 670. It's moving a little slow from Easton Way, and there's a 5-minute holdup on northbound 315 between King Avenue and Henderson Road. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change.
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. You know, life sometimes is about being in the right place at the right time. For example, maybe you're a huge Buckeye fan. You want to go to a Buckeye game. You want to get tickets, but you know they're tough to get. Maybe you also need new windows for your house. Maybe you sit next to them and you feel that cold, drafty air coming in. You say, oh, if only there was a way I could address both of these concerns at the same time. Well, good news. With Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on windows that fix that draftiness issue. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. But you're saying, T-Bone, I also said I wanted to go to a Buckeye game. Well, good news. Window Nation is a proud partner of Ohio State Athletics. And right now, when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows, you could get 2 tickets to an upcoming Ohio State game. See? Right place, right time. WindowNation.com is where you go to get started today. 50% off all window styles plus 0% financing for 5 years this month from Window Nation. Schedule your free estimate today. WindowNation.com.
Did you know Austin and Berm host a show at Roosters? And did you know that Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences? Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Right now, save on new Santa Fe and Tucsons with 0% financing and make no payments for 90 days. 0%. Go now, Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com with approved credit ends 12/1.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Craig Krenzel's with me today. I have two more things I need you to talk about. One is a listener request, and that is the time where you pegged Chris Collinsworth in the head.
Yeah, well, I accidentally overthrew, I think, Bobby Wade.
You didn't accidentally overthrow anything.
Yeah, I did.
That wasn't a doink. That was a dong. But he's sort of much more erect.
You know,
Tell the real story.
My younger,
Stop
immature days. I'm out on the field. It's Thanksgiving. We're down in Dallas and just warming up, like shorts and a T-shirt and all this kind of stuff. And at the time, one of my former Buckeye teammates, my freshman year, Tyson Walter, one of our offensive linemen, was playing for the Cowboys, and we were just standing there talking before the game, and Collinsworth was like walking across the field, and I honestly, I had no beef with Chris Collinsworth. I'd never met the guy, never anything, and Tyson was just like, man, just for whatever reason didn't have anything good to say, and like jokingly said, you should hit him in the head. You should not hit him in the head. I shouldn't say that. Said you should throw the ball at him. And I was like, nah, but I was young and I was impressionable. And, Tyson was a senior when I was a freshman. So I still kind of looked up to him.
It's all peer pressure now.
Yeah, and I give in to peer pressure pretty easily. So I took a little drop back and I let one fly and hit him right in the side of the head. I can only imagine what he was saying, like on the broadcast. Like, this dude couldn't even hit his receiver from 20 yards away. Like, he overthrew him by 15 yards. But I know from that throw, if I could have been that accurate my entire career, I might not be sitting here with you. I might just be like on an island somewhere, in a mountain somewhere.
You'd still be sitting here with me.
I would. You're right. I would.
Did he no sell it?
What's that?
Did he no sell it, or was he really hurt?
No, thanks for insulting my accuracy and now my arm strength, too. Thanks.
Well, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. It's a football going 50 yards in the air. It's going to hurt you.
Well, it wasn't 50 yards. It was probably like 30, but still. All right. I didn't throw it that hard. I didn't think I was even going to hit him. I wasn't like, I was trying to kind of send one, like close, more of like a shot across the bow thing. Like, I tried, but I'll be damned. I was actually trying to miss him, but
and that's why you hit him. All right, so there's that one. That a listener wanted to hear that story. Now I want you to tell 2002.
I think I know where you're going with this.
National championship.
Yeah, last at Pinnacle Peak High School under the lights. Last practice.
Miami Hurricanes.
Is that where you're going?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Tress says, I got someone. Well, you tell the story. Go ahead.
Well, you just get to that point in the season, right? We're literally playing for a national title the next night, and we just had our walkthrough, but we did it in the evening. Actually, it was at the Sun Devil Stadium, and you just do your little walkthrough. It's under the lights. We're going to be here tomorrow night, and he introduces legendary Buckeye Mike Tomczak. Like, it's awesome. Like, I'm loving it, right? And to this day, honestly, and Mike's the best, but to this day, I can't tell you a single thing that he said to us. For me personally, at that point in the season, like I'm zoned out, man. Like the hay's in the barn. I've watched film for weeks. We've run over every play we're going to go. I know the game plan inside out. Like, there is nothing you can do or say to me in that moment or that day in general that's going to have any impact on my performance the next day.
That's what you thought.
That's what I thought. But, I guess there are guys that are a little nervous, a little, anxious for the big game tomorrow. And I think Tress, he just always had the right thing or the right guy to say the right thing And, Mike, like I said, I can't remember a single word he said to us until the very end. And he just kind of looked at us as a whole team and said, and no matter what you take away, I want you to remember one thing. Always wash your balls. And to this day, no idea what it meant, but it's the only thing I remember from his speech.
Was there dead silence then? Or
it's
slow clap?
20-year-old dudes are all looking at each other laughing, and he starts laughing. It's
See?
What the hell's going on?
There you go. He did it.
They broke the ice.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
You don't win that game without that moment.
Pre-game speech, best ever.
Mike Tomczak. I told you about my interaction with him, didn't I? Where I met him when I was doing Buckeye Roundtable?
I think so, but
whatever small town he lived in, right? And so Mike Tomczak shows up to Buckeye Roundtable. I'm probably 25 at this point. And Skip Mossick introduces me. He says, oh, Mike Tomczak, this is Mike Riccordati. He's a big Chicago Bears fan. And I said, oh, yeah, Mike, used to watch you all the time. Big Bears fan. Mike Tomczak sat down. Just me and him. He seemed really interested. He said, oh, yeah. Tell me some of your favorite games that I was in.
That's awesome.
I'm like, oh, that one game where you threw to Ron Morris. He wore red gloves. That was good.
Gotcha.
That was good. No, but he was dead serious.
I have never ever had an interaction with Mike that I just haven't left thinking I love this dude.
Absolutely.
He's a unique. Love this guy.
He's a unique guy. Ted, we don't have time for Backpage. Can I just play it?
Play it.
All right, I'll play it.
The Backpage.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Normally, this is the last thing that we do. We send you off with some feel-good stories so you could sit down at your dinner table and dazzle the family with something, but I'll end the show with this. Krenzel, you've been fantastic today.
Thank you.
It was nice that you're here.
I had fun. I look forward to doing it again. I feel like I can be better, though. I'm going to work on that for you.
But I think one piece of advice that we can give everybody out there is just
keep it clean.
Make sure to wash your balls.
Clean it up.
Make sure to wash your balls. Especially Timmy. Just had the vasectomy. Got to keep those stitches clean.
Yeah. If he's still
infection messed you up.
He's still on that YouTube. You best be listening.
All right, Buckeye show's next. We'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 15-minute delay if you're on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between 670 and 161. And there's about a 5-minute holdup on westbound 161 between Johnstown Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1.